I think for me, innovation is more responding to our environment and the changes in everyday life and finding ways to make it better wherever we can.
I really enjoyed having all these STEM classes to really not only set me up for college, but also figure out what I wanted to do in the future. Having specific periods in the day where you just focus on one class or focus on one assignment, that can be really helpful, because if you attack everything all at once, it can seem overwhelming.
I think what comes to mind to me immediately is something a professor told me. There's 3 goals in college, and that's to have a social life, good grades, and good sleep. And when you're doing engineering, you can only pick 2 of those. I think really the thing is, if you surround yourself with the right people, you can kind of achieve all of those at the same time. People with the same goals as you and the same mindset can help you balance your life and achieve what you want to achieve.
Something I'm very interested about is pollution prevention, or getting rid of greenhouse emissions or plastics or anything like that. Just trying to make each operation as clean as it can be.
I'd like to second that. I think in my internship this summer, I really got a lot of experience with that, and we were trying to convert a lot of systems from coal to gas, or switch to more efficient lighting measures, or electrifying the energy that they use. And all these companies that have net zero carbon emission goals, we're really able to try and push for that and seek for the right timeline for that, because lowering carbon emissions as well as helping the environment is going to be beneficial to everyone.
And some people go to medical school and become a doctor. Some people work in the food industry in packaging or food production. And then you also have energy and utility work, such as Mid-American Energy and pharmaceuticals, and I mean, there's just so many.
I think a big problem that's Iowa is facing right now is the uncleanliness of our water, and I think that's going to be a major focus point in the coming generations. Is how are we going to be able to provide clean water for our kids, and how are we going to treat the water in a safe and responsible way so that it can remove pesticides and other chemicals from the water that we're drinking and using every day. I think the biggest myth for me that I even believed when coming into college was that it's an unsafe industry. And while that might have been the case 100 years ago, the safety standards are much higher now. So it's really a safe industry, and a lot of precautions are taken to make sure that the manufacturing is done in the safest way possible.